Hi. Azazel's probably next on a hit list. I'm not super thrilled about playing him in Greedia, but it's gonna have to be done. I'll take a growth hormones for sure, for sure. I think honestly, in a bit of a twist, the things that I care most about, I care quite a lot about Tears this run because I like being able to shoot quickly as Azazel. Beyond that, I'm not too fussy. More damage, more HP is always going to be nice. And let's send it. The early levels, I mean, this is the benefit of Azazel. I think a lot of the actual run is pretty straightforward, pretty easy. And then the boss is like really messed up. So that's the bit we really want to look out for. But I think it's gonna be okay for the most part. I hope. We've tried to run Azazel a couple of times, I think, and it's not worked out tremendously well. But you know, I don't like to dwell on the past too much. I just like to talk about it in Isaac episodes. That's also not true in the slightest. I'm a real past dweller. I'll hold a grudge, but like I don't know. The things that I hold grudges over are very specific. Like you could very directly wrong me and I probably wouldn't care, but you could like inconvenience me a little bit and I'd be like, this is a nightmare. It makes sense to me that someone would set out to make someone's day worse, like, you know, with malice. But to just, you know, cause me a mild disturbance when I could otherwise just be fine, that makes no damn sense to me. You just didn't have your head on straight. What are you doing? It's like when people are blocking the way and like, oh, okay, I thought that guy was gonna laser beam me. Ow. I was a champion, so I just lost my whole blue heart. My whole ass blue heart. We're already dipping into the black hearts. This is a nightmare. Ah! Oh. That was going like incredibly well and then not. Anyway, it's like, sure. It's like when you're in the supermarket and you're like, oh, there's this one very specific thing I want to get to, and someone's just standing there for ages and ages and ages, just looking at stuff. And you're stood there next to them, and they just kind of don't seem to notice that you are waiting for them. You know? Or like, no, I mean, that's the main one. I was gonna say like, oh, like when you hold the door for someone, but honestly, that one's kind of fucked up in every direction. Because if you hold the door for someone when they're, like, far away, like I have done in the past, like, you've wronged them as much as they've wronged you. Because, like, that's a long way for them to travel. To get to you, so that you can let them through the door. It's on the same wavelength as, and I don't remember if I've already talked about this. I've caught flack for this before, because I don't think that's how right-of-way works. But I obviously don't drive, so I don't know. This is really nice, but we're gonna grab a key first, maybe? Yeah, let's grab a key first, and then we'll check the rooms. Bloody Lust is kind of nice if we get some HP. Smaller hitbox is pretty cool. I'm kind of into the, tears ups that we found. I'm excited. I did say that's what I wanted, so... It's always nice when Santa gets you what you want. Oh my god, that's a difference. Hang on, let me tell the car story first, then we'll get back to the Santa thing. Oh no. Hold on, we gotta deal with these guys first. We gotta get down here. Sorry, so I was gonna complain about, how people will, in a car, like, go out, you know, cause more inconvenience for themselves and for me as a result. Whoa. By, insisting on, like, waiting for me to cross the street when I'm just stood at, like, at the, you know, I'm like, usually when I'm just arriving at the edge of the road, I'm, like, just about to get there, and they're like, oh, yeah, this guy wants to cross, let me let him cross. But the problem is, I hadn't anticipated being allowed to cross because drivers are, like, chaotic and I don't know what they're going to do at any given point. So I'm waiting. I get to the edge of the street just as they sort of arrive. And then I stop myself because I'm like, oh, they might not stop. And then they also stop. And then they're like, hey, go, man. And I'm like, no, you? And they're like, no, 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 you. Listen, you're the one in the car. You can move way faster than I can. Just get out of the way. You're in my damn way now. Leave. We've lost a lot of HP here. We're in like a tad bit of danger. Would have been really nice to have Mr. Mega for this, but oh well. We gotta play a little bit dangerously here. But it's, you know, it's Chub. How bad could it be? But yeah, I don't know. It drives me crazy. I'm sure I have right of way and that me complaining about it is really stupid. But it drives me absolutely nuts that I have to, like, start, then stop, then stand there, then stop, then start, and then they're like, go, and I'm like, okay, fine, and then I go. You know? This we want to. Mushroom Gang. Yeah. Charge those shots up faster. I'm gonna drink some water. It just feels like a really underwhelming bit of, like, slapstick. That I'm stood there, and they're like, you can go, man. And I'm like, no, 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 you can go. And they're like, I'm not going to. We're just both waving each other on like idiots. It hurts a lot more when traffic starts to build up, man. I've had situations where I've had traffic building up on me, and it's upsetting, to say the absolute least. I, like, in one-to-one social situations, I'm pretty fine. I maybe sometimes get a little bit awkward just because I can't think of stuff to say. Like, you know, in private, I'm generally fine though. But like that, I mean, the improvisational socializing is like the whole reason I'm here, right? I wanted to work on just being able to like come up with bullshit to say because I'm so used to being like, I'll just say nothing. However, oh my god, that was silly. However, in public, I'm like a train wreck, man. I can't do it. I mean, I've done public speaking before. I've done like stuff on stage. That's a bit different from in my head anyway, because people are kind of, they can walk away. Like they're, you know, they either choose to stand there and listen to you or not, or sit there and listen to you, I guess. But in just like walking into a store or something, I'm a train wreck. I get so anxious. Or not, maybe anxious isn't the right word. That's a little, it's a bit too intense a word for how I get, but I just get very like awkward and like overthink things. I went to, I've done this in a lot of stores, but I went to a plant store relatively recently because I wanted to pick up some more plants. And this is like really good for us, I think. So's that, if we can afford it, but I don't think we can. Oh. How many of you are there, dude? What was I saying? I went to a plant store, and I walked in, and I kind of stood around for a while, and like looked at the plants, and tried to psych myself up to talk to one of the employees. And then eventually gave up and left, having not talked to anyone. This is huge. I have done that at many, many places. I have done this many a time, where I've tried to talk to staff in a store and just given up and left, having not bought the thing that I wanted. I was looking for plant supplies. I was like, you know what? I can just Amazon it. Listen, you know, say what you want to say about the company. I can't, because this is their platform. And I'm honor bound to say that, man, they got great prices. Yeah, I find myself more often than not just being like, you know what, this isn't worth the like mental trauma that I'm giving myself. I'm just gonna leave and I'll order it online. It'll be fine. I hate interfacing with people in stores. I hate interfacing with people at like checkouts. I hate interfacing with other customers. I'm never somehow, I know there are other customers there, but I'm never psychologically prepared to talk to another human when I'm, like, out at the store. At any store, not the store. Someone says something to me and I'm caught completely off guard. I'm like, wait, how long have you been there? Who put this here? That's me, every time. Whoa, that was pretty satisfying. Yeah, it's not, I mean, it's not great. I can physically do it, but it weighs on me whenever I have to usually just deal with professionals of any kind. 4.5 volt, again, not actually as exciting as it might usually be. Oh my god. It's a rare occasion to not want to get 4.5 volt. Uh-oh. Okay, we're fine. This is huge. Why is he not taking damage? Ah! Hold on, let's just keep going here. It's a worm. It's 2 worms. Ah! Okay, that works out pretty well. Okay, what do we got? We can do this. We can do... I don't think we'll do anything else in him. Maybe we'll use like a Mr. Mega. Just because we can. Oh my god, I almost bought that. Kind of not that excited by any of this. I'm gonna go down. I don't think we've got anything in here we want to bring. No, we're all good. I know we've got flying, and like we could use it to go into the curse room for cheap, but I don't really want to. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's that I'm like... Sometimes I like to think I'm just too kind. Or like, you know, like, yeah, I'm too kind. Not in like the sense of like, oh, I'm such a nice person, but in the sense of when someone like I consider myself an inconvenience to people and want to not be. I don't really care about you. We can blow these up maybe. Yeah, and I will avoid being an inconvenience to people at any opportunity that I can when out in public. Strangers, anyway. I'll inconvenience people who know me. That's fine. I just worry that, like, I'm gonna say something that makes them think, like, what's this guy's problem? And I know I'm never gonna see him again, but, like, if on the off chance that they see me again... They're not then like, oh, this is the fucking guy who said he wanted a low light plant, but he was looking in the light plant, in like the, you know, in the outdoor plant section. Look, it was an accident. I didn't realize that there were signs, I just saw the, like, pretty green things. I didn't see that they were labeled. I don't know what the Latin names mean. That's it. That's the is that a bit? Turns everything into bombs. Let's just keep going. We have a lot of damage, huh? What was I gonna talk about? Oh yeah, the Santa story. So like, it's not really anything to do with Santa, but it is on the topic of me being like awkwardly polite and you know, considerate to a fault. In terms of like you know, upsetting or inconveniencing people doing sincere things. I got a gift. Again, this is usually for people that I don't know so well, so I got a gift a few years ago. I say a few years ago, I was in my like mid-teens, early teens even maybe. This is kind of whatever. But I'll take it. Let's leave this. I was gonna fight the angel, but I really have no reason to. We can grab you. Oh, gimme. I was given a gift, and the gift was a video game. I believe the video game I was bought was FIFA. And I wasn't really a FIFA kid. That wasn't my style. So I was more of like a shooters kid. I liked my Far Cries and things like that. So this was from like a grandparent that I didn't see very often. A grandparent that didn't know me too well. And they gave me this gift. And I was kind of like, I looked at it and I was a little like, oh, it's FIFA. Like, little bit whack. Not my shtick, really. But I was a polite young man, so I opened the gift, saw it was FIFA, and I was like, oh yeah, thank you. And she goes like, oh, is that the one you wanted? And I'm like, yeah, for sure, Grandma, absolutely. I can't get enough of those crazy football men. Who knows what they'll do next? Kick the ball? Score the ball? I'm upsetting people right now, maybe. Maybe I'm in my element in the gamer zone. A lot of the gamers I know like football. So I'd actually, you know, this would get me kicked out of the clubhouse. But I just played it cool. I was like, yeah. I really love my FIFA. This is a fantastic gift. Thank you so much. And the one of my other, I think it was like one of my cousins or something, got Far Cry. I think it was Far Cry 3. So that's, you know, that's about how long ago it was. I saw that he got Far Cry 3, and I was kind of like, dude, what the hell? I wanted that game. And he's like way more of a FIFA kid than me. This sucks. This is the way around that the gifts were given. And then she said something to my cousin about about FIFA, and he was like, "What? You didn't get me FIFA? You got me Far Cry." And she's like, "Wait, what?" And then she's like, "Jag, what did you get?" And I say, "Oh, I got FIFA." And she's like, "Oh, you guys have your gifts the wrong way around. You gotta swap them back around." And I was obviously like, pog. That's huge. Honestly, I'm keeping the sun. We got a win on our hands if I keep the sun. I'm gonna do this. Thank you. Let's check this one time. That is exactly the kind of thing I was looking for. And then we've got the Fool, so we could check the curse room quickly. Oh my goodness. I'm a lucky young man. And then we can take the sun with us. And honestly, at this stage, do I really care about an eternal heart? I have 5 hearts. A bunch of other stuff, a ton of damage. I'm just gonna go with my 53 coins. This run has come out incredibly nicely. This is among some of the nicest greedier runs I think we've had so far. But anyway, so she's like, "Oh, you guys got your games the wrong way around," and we're like, "Oh, what the hell?" Okay, and then we swap them back, and I'm like, "Holy crap! I have Far Cry and not FIFA. This is huge. What a win!" Shouts out to my cousin for having the cojones to be like, "That's not the game you got me," because I was just gonna keep shut, man. I wasn't gonna say a word. I was just gonna leave it be and be like, "Oh, I guess I got a game I don't really care for." That's just the way I am. I'd rather just suck it up and be like, "I guess this game is not what I wanted. I guess this present isn't what I was hoping for," than you know, confront the issue. I mean, also, like, to be fair to kid me, what are you gonna do? Say like this is a shitty present? Hey, Grandma, this present's kind of trash. Try again. Thank you, next. Hold up. This is... I forgot that we have to fight this boss. I was like, this run's great, having forgotten that we would have to fight this guy. Maybe we did want 4.5 volt after all. Like, there's so much going on, man. There's way too much going on. How am I supposed to kill him as Azazel? Like, even with fucking holy water in tow, I'm still getting my schmeat beat, you know? I had another story to tell, but I really don't think this is the time. we're like, actually maybe even though this is like a cracked out run, somehow fucked. I think I've somehow thrown this run against all odds. Big heal for him. Please stop. No more of this. We back it up here. I really don't want to lose any more health, honestly. Like, if I can avoid it. At least on this phase. Like, we can afford to lose a little HP in the next phase, but like, this is bad if I drop any lower right now. Hold on. Oh, God. There we go. Okay. We're kind of okay now. We lost like 20 coins here. How did I even manage that? I'm gonna hide. Like, we've lost so much money in this fight. It's a good thing this guy takes so much damage. Ow. My money? My money? Ow. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm very scared. Oh, oh, oh. I don't really know what to do. I can't get close to him. Just go smack him, man. He's so low. We can use the sun in a second here. Maybe we just use it now. Yeah, maybe we just use it now. Get a little more damage out there. Whoa. Alright, we've managed to make a ton of money this time. We had none, and now we have lots again. There we go. Wow, we came out of that richer than we came in. We almost ruined the run and then completely saved it. 69 coins is huge. This puts us into the 800s comfortably. As long as the machine doesn't break. Okay, well, bite me. We put like 40 in. We're nearly at the 800s. I don't think that puts us in. That's like 750, 60 something. Okay, well, that's another win. We're back on a 2-win streak. We've got a couple left. 1, 2, 3 to go. We're closing in. It's getting close. Anyway, if you made it this far into the episode, thank you very much. I had a good time. I hope you did too. Anyways, I will see you tomorrow. Bye.